You are soon going to watch a news update with a lot of fun information about Liseberg, but please, before I start, can you just press that red subscribe button? That would make me so happy. Thank you so much. The expansion of Liseberg is a fact. There is something really cool coming to Christmas at Liseberg. The staff of Liseberg Grand Curiosa Hotel will probably have the best view in all of Sweden from one of their break areas. Liseberg has a new media agency. Stay to hear more about it and more. Hello and welcome to Coaster Stop. This is a news update from the Park Liseberg in Gothenburg, Sweden.
For some time now, Liseberg have been looking for a new media agency, and we do think that we know which one it's going to be. One of Liseberg's board members skipped the last meeting. At the end of that protocol, it says that this person is leaving the board. This same person is also the CEO of a company called Scream Gothenburg, a media agency. 1 + 1 should be 2. If this is the case, I personally think that it's a great thing. This company has done some really good jobs. We can't do a news update without mentioning Balder, can we? Of course not. Do I have any news? No, not really. Opening late summer? No, I don't think so. That's the only news I got. Halloween? I sure hope so. Let's wish for that. Christmas at Liseberg. I know that we are very far from Christmas, but we need to talk about this. I have said for a long time that great things are happening in the park, and it doesn't seem to stop. They are going all in, and I love it. Just recently, it was decided to make something new for Christmas at Liseberg. What that is has not yet been announced, but it's quite an investment. Around 900,000 euros are invested for news into this season of Christmas at Liseberg. More lights, more music, more theming, more Liseberg. A brand new area will be introduced, reaching all the way from Liseberg Harbor to the bridge at Valkyria. What we will find in this area, we will have to wait and see, but it is exciting to see that the biggest change for Christmas at Liseberg in 20 years is coming in 2022. Strangely enough, I haven't really found anything about the change to Halloween at Liseberg, and that would be a much needed one, to be honest. But I have found it mentioned that there could be some investments for this year, but I have no idea what that could be. We need more scareas and new haunted houses, in my opinion. When we know more, we'll let you know. A short Grand Curiosa update today, but we have some goodies anyway. As usual, it's going quite good with the hotel and it looks fantastic. Just look at these videos and pictures here recently shared by Liseberg that are taking up their social media work with the hotel now when it's getting closer for opening the hotel early on in 2023. A really great thing to see is that it's coming out more and more job positions for the hotel, which means that we are, as I just mentioned, closer to the opening of the hotel. Talking about staff, the Lisebergare that will work on Grand Curiosa Hotel will have the best view compared to any workplace in all of Sweden. Maybe even Scandinavia now when I think about it. They have a private rooftop area with a view not only over Oceana, the water park, but on the other side a fantastic, gorgeously, I don't know how to describe it, view of, you guessed it, Liseberg. About Oceana, the water park, it is really starting to look like something. I know I've said that before, but it really does now. There are some signs of pools and the tower for the major slides has grown quite tall. I think that it has reached its full height. I am not sure, but I think so.
Sticks in the park. Yeah, markers, spray paint, sticks. Us amusement park fanatics love to see those signs in a park. That is of course because we do know that something is up in the park when we see those. The thing is, before any construction can start, you do need to do measurements, and that's exactly what these markers, sticks and spray paint is for. So exciting times are ahead when you see them.
Last year we found them in the area around Luna Park and where the new roller coaster Luna will be placed. But that is not all. We did find more sticks in the park during the 2021 season, especially in one area where an old classic is located, Flume Ride. Now we have found sticks again, but in different places, and again close to Flume Ride and to Hang High. If the measurements or the sticks are for Hang High or a new Flume Ride, I have no idea. But the sticks are there, and again, there are things in the making for Liseberg. I'm not going into detail since I have talked about it so many times here on the channel, but I will do a short recap for you. Already in 2019, Liseberg sent out an award notice for a replacement of Flume Ride. The contract went to Swiss manufacturer Intamin, and have some really nice elements to the ride. Why are they doing this? We love Flume Ride. I know you guys do, or most of you do at least. Flume Ride turns 50 years in 2023 and is reaching the end of its service life. And honestly, would it be wrong with a more modern version? And also add one boat only for me where you never can get wet. Thank you so much Liseberg for doing that only for me. When could we see a new Flume Ride? I will change my old statement here. I think Flume Ride will operate through 2023. Then it will be closed and demolished. A new one will open for the 2025 season. And again, that's my guess, nothing else.
Let's end this news update with a bang.
There have been plans, rumors and talks about an expansion of Liseberg for a long time now. But I'm pretty sure that this is the first time you hear that it has now become a fact. Liseberg is getting bigger. No, I do not mean with Gran Curiosa and Oceana. I mean the actual amusement park is expanding. The temporary parking lot in the south side of the park is just that, temporary. The temporary parking lot hosts 270 parking spots. World of Volvo is being built next to it, but under World of Volvo, a parking garage has been built. This garage has 1,500 parking spots. There is no chance in the world that these 1,500 parking spots are for World of Volvo. No. This is where you are supposed to park while visiting Liseberg. This garage is planned to be open already 31st of March 2023, so before Liseberg's summer season starts next year, there will be plenty of parkings on the south side of the park. In the most recent meeting Liseberg had, there is one section mentioning to implement project east of Mölndalsån. Mölndalsån is a river running through the park, so it could actually mean quite a few things. No, I am just kidding, it can't mean a few things. This is happening. Liseberg is getting larger, and guess what? It's going to happen now. Of what I can find out, it looks like Liseberg will start the expansion during the third quarter of 2022. At least we will see the start of it. Step 1 will be to remove and build some new roads, reinforcements along the river and building some public areas along it.
If you think that parking was hard before, just wait and see. I would recommend you to park a little bit away from the park and take a tram or a bus the rest of the way to the park, if it's possible for you, of course. I actually already do recommend this, like do it now, don't wait, and I think that it could be even worse during Halloween and Christmas.
What can we expect in this expansion of the park? This is a huge project which will take many years to complete, but I will give you some ideas of what the plans for the future are. Liseberg will move a road, take down buildings, create park areas outside of the gates. But the things that we are most interested in is of course the amusement park expansion itself. Liseberg will build a 2-story amusement park. And what does that mean, you ask? It most probably means that there will be an indoor area of the park. I would guess that we could see a new arcade hall here to open up the space in front of the hotel with removing the old arcade hall. This indoor area would also be perfect for a dark ride, a smaller family coaster and some other indoor rides to make sure that Liseberg can be open year-round in the future. But we said 2-story, that was only 1 floor. On top of the roof of this building they will also have an amusement park. That could be home to bigger and taller rides. I think that this is quite brilliant in my opinion, and this is how you maximize space at Liseberg. That doesn't mean that this expansion ends. There is also place for a second hotel and an expansion of the not yet open water park. That's how far along Liseberg is in their planning. Even if I did say that the expansion is a fact, it doesn't mean that everything is decided for.
Are you excited about the expansion of Liseberg? The first one since the Liseberg Harbor in 1997. Listen to that, 1997. That is quite some years ago. What would you like to see for Christmas this year? If you could choose, what would you like for Halloween? Will you miss the old Flume ride? You have watched a Coaster Stop news update. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like and comment on this video.